Elysia. She is a very nice, I would say, the perfect TI parliamentary, if I would say. She goes by the rule book. She goes by a lot of different logical structures to really sell the highlights of what an online attendance club benefit your club members. So let's give a round of applause to our one and only Elysia.
Well, good evening, fellow Toastmaster worldwide, guests, friends. I'm going to talk about online attendance meeting after COVID-19. I would like to bring you to do a recall. Do you still remember when the lockdown was announced? What happened? Do you remember? We were unprepared. We had no choice. The only option we had was online meeting. Then quickly we need to find a way to learn how to conduct online meeting. We look up to the experienced Toastmaster like Ellen Leung. I thought we learned it quite quickly. Then all this online meetings started to happen. We got so excited, and then we triggered worldwide clappings. We became busier than before because we were just busy to attend worldwide online meetings. That was wonderful. I thought it was a great experience so far. Then we took advantage of this kind of online going on. I saw a lot of people, and including myself, we started to conduct online workshop. And by taking advantage of this worldwide presence, we invite proficient speakers worldwide, especially the world champions. Of all this going on, I thought has been wonderful, good. The question is, do you want to stop here? Do you see a reason to go on, or do you see a reason to stop? I would like to do an experience check, good or bad. Let's figure out. I would like to give you one point that I saw solidly, and this is the good point for the reason to go on. I saw the increase of participants in every club meeting I have attended so far. Every club meeting I have attended, they have increased in participants. It's a good sign, right? Why? 3 reasons. First one, members, easy, no traveling. They can just sign in and join the meeting and make the meeting possible, easier. Second point, long lost member came back. They told us that now they could join the meeting. It become possible because in the past they've been tied down by the work, thinking of traveling. They said no, they can't afford to spend those time. Now this online meeting make it possible for them. Of course, the third point is all the clubbing going on worldwide even within our district. The people can do clubbing easily. A lot of people, they can do a few clubbing within a day. Imagine all this going on. Do you want to stop it? Besides, I saw 4 solid advantages. The first one is we all can learn and support each other worldwide. Second, we all can invite role players worldwide. Third, we all can seek speaking slot worldwide. And fourth, we could build worldwide networking. Today, we live in global village. Let's tap on the worldwide resources. Put it all together. Make the best of it. These are the good reasons for us to go on. Nonetheless, there are disadvantages as is it now that we cannot ignore. Don't be discouraged by all these disadvantages. In fact, they are not as bad as we thought. We have to recognize all these disadvantages at this point and manage it. I think these disadvantages would slowly go off one by one. Let's begin with the first one I saw. The first one is distance. Online meeting, distance. You cannot help it. This is the fact. You need to accept it. You need to accept it and term yourself with it. It's not too bad. It's just another experience, another different way of meeting. See it from a different angle. Don't just resist it, but embrace it. Second disadvantage is Wi-Fi. I know online meeting rely mainly on Wi-Fi. When you have a bad connection, the instability of Wi-Fi is going to be very challenging to go on with your meeting. But this one, I believe it could be resolved very soon because IT is improving, progressing very quickly, more faster than you can imagine. The point of disadvantages is culture shock. I remember I heard a lot of stories when people got excited to jump on the worldwide clubbing. Then when they visited a club in a country and with the people they have never had any experience. They got shocked and then they resisted. They didn't feel like going back. I think this culture shock will go away as time goes. You just have to get used to it, learn to embrace, and learn to accept differences. The fourth disadvantage now I see this one could be quite challenging. This one is new guests. In the on-ground meeting, me as a president, I feel that new guests is utmost important for me to recognize them, have them introduce themselves. But in this online meeting, the challenge is number one. When you have a large participants and when you have them turn off the video, it's a challenge to identify them, to recognize them. Not easy. When we are unable to recognize new guests, that means we are unable to build a connection with them. This is very challenging. Even the on-ground meeting, I find it also very challenging to get the new guests connected with me. I have to make a good amount of effort, not to mention this online meeting. But I don't mean there's no way. There is a way. We can talk about it later. The fifth point it is not a real stage. Sad to say that so far, I've seen most people, they don't stand up when they do their project speeches, when they need to speak. It's not to set a rule that you need to stand, but public speaking, on ground meeting, you got to get to the stage, you got to stand up. But with online meeting, people, it's hard for them to adjust. So far, I've not seen a lot of people get used to it. I never give up to remind people, stand up to facilitate your body language, your hand gestures. Then it will be good to improve, to give the evaluator provide you feedback. And also, the eye contact, the audience connections is challenging. So far, I've seen a lot of clubs that cannot manage even the timer well. Imagine the situation when you are asked to pin the timer. Then you cannot see yourself on the screen. When you don't see yourself on the screen, a lot of people, they are not used to it. They say, I cannot see the audience, I don't feel the connection. Then there is another way, is to turn all this video off, leaving only the timer and the speaker. But then no audience at all you could see. Those are the situations you can never get it perfect at this point. I believe the solution will come. We just need to give it more time. The sixth point is, there are still many people, many Toastmasters, not IT savvy. They resist. I've been inviting them. They refuse to just join and get on the meeting. It's not easy for them to overcome it. It will take time for them. Hopefully, when this thing going on long enough, they might at least give it a try. But this is the challenge that we have with all these disadvantages. Hey, don't be discouraged. It's good to recognize all these disadvantages. As I say, we need to identify what is it good for. I have 7 points here as what is it good for. What is the online meeting good for? There are a lot of points you probably have not thought of, and I try to think it through and highlight it to you. The point number one, online meeting. What is it good for? It is good for worldwide joint meeting. Like now, there are a lot of joint meeting going on. These are the good things. Don't stop. Continue. But how to do it, I'll give you the suggestion later. We can improve that. Number two, What is it good for? Online meeting, worldwide workshop like now. We can continue to have worldwide workshop. Get more people to be benefited from all the proficient speaker, experienced speaker, share all the knowledges, all the knowledge that we have, experience we have with worldwide Toastmasters. Point number 3, worldwide panel discussion. Well, there are a lot of topics, different aspects in different parts of the world. At the club levels, there are a lot of issues that we can discuss and we can talk about. And all these panelists can help Toastmaster worldwide. Like now, this is also a workshop and also a panel discussion. This can benefit Toastmaster worldwide. Don't stop. Point number 4, this is called Toastmaster Meetup. Let me explain to you what this is. I would consider it as an official Toastmaster meeting, but it is Toastmaster meeting because it is still all the Toastmaster, all the members get together to talk it out, to identify what are the issues of members, especially the new members, how we can support new members, what they need, get them to talk it out. Spend personal time at club level, at personal level, even the mentorship talk. Do you agree that in the official meeting, we are unable to talk to each other? We have no time. On the on-ground meeting, the minutes, even though I had been 1 hour ahead of the meeting, but once I get to the meeting hall, I have been busy doing a setting, all these things going on until the last minute, the entire meeting ended. I have no time to talk to the members. Therefore, I have been having my club, Shaklee Dynamic Family International Toastmasters Club. We have been having, I call it as an official Toastmaster meetup. We usually do it in the food court or in a restaurant. But now, hey, we have online meeting. We can use this online meeting to do this meetup worldwide. I talk about the meetup within my club, but now online meeting make it possible for worldwide. We can talk to members worldwide to get to know each other. Don't just jump into the official meeting. We don't have, so far, I've been attending meeting worldwide, but I didn't get a chance to talk to anyone. I didn't get to know each other. We need this kind of meet-up meeting to get to know each other, to talk it out, especially when you have joint meeting. Before you confirm that you have a good match to have a good joint meeting, I would encourage you to have this kind of Toastmaster meeting, an official meeting. When I say unofficial, it's just not a meeting structure, but it's still a Toastmaster. Everything we talk, focus on Toastmaster. It's nothing like chit-chatting. We will ask member, what do you need? What is a problem? What is the learning that you need? What are the supports that you need to have? Everything, just Toastmasters. And then point number 5, worldwide ESCO meeting. Do you think about it? Even the ESCO meeting, you can do it worldwide. Invite other ESCO members from other meetings, other clubs. Exchange ideas, exchange thought, share experience, discuss, share, exchange club issues, solutions. I think this is very beneficial to club officers, especially the club officers are quite new. Nowadays, we have a lot of new club officers. New Toastmaster means new Toastmaster as a club officer. Hey, we can expand that to district level. All these district officers, we have been having the trio have beyond district networking training. But now with the online attendance meeting, we can do the district officer meeting at all levels, area level, division level, whatever level. We can do that. So this worldwide networking is not only for the trios, it's for everybody. Last but not least, 7. Don't forget the advantages that we highlighted just now. I would like to repeat. First, we can learn and support each other worldwide. We can invite role players worldwide. We can seek speaking slot worldwide, and we can build worldwide networking. In our life, this life circle is just the same. First, you experience it, even though you don't know. You just experience it. Then you do the review. It's time. Now it's a time to review. So far, we have experienced a few months of online meeting. Now it's time to review and then improve, then continue. Don't take all these experiences and don't drop it. Don't drop it. Make it better to benefit more people. There's no reason to stop. I really see no reason to stop. And there are a lot of reasons to begin, to continue. Now, come to my suggestions. I have a few suggestions. First suggestion, you don't have to choose between online and on ground. You can do both. I know Aaron don't like me to use the word hybrid, but now I use the word blend. You can do both at the same time. I know a lot of clubs have 2 meetings a month. You can do it one on ground, one online. Or if you prefer to have more on ground, you can schedule it every 2 months, every 3 months, whatever it is. Make it flexible. You make your plan. But don't give up. Think about it. Sometime when you have an on-ground meeting, and then for whatever reason, most of the members could not make it. Hey, now you have an online meeting. Turn it into online meeting. This is a good option, right? Think about it. The second suggestion I have for you is it's time to think about your purpose. While we started by very excited, we have experienced all these things, we really didn't think much. We just want to jump on, we just want to experience it. Fine, we have all this experience, but now it's time to review. It's time to think about your purpose. What do you want to achieve? What is your purpose to have online meeting? Is it for attracting new guests, for membership drive, that you want to show the new guests that you have a worldwide presence, opens up their horizon, give them a wow effect? This could be a good thing. It could be a good selling point, especially for the young guests. I think they will want to have this worldwide presence. They will get excited. What is your purpose? Do you want to learn from proficient speakers? If this is your purpose, identify the proficient speaker worldwide. Follow them. Track them. You can track the home club, attend their meeting first, get to know them, then invite them to your meeting. But without online attendance meeting, it's not possible, right? Or you can even have a joint meeting. What is your purpose? Is your purpose to serve and to help Toastmasters worldwide as a worldwide servant? If you are, I really count down to you. We need you. We need your worldwide servant like Aaron Leung. There are a lot of need to be taken care of, especially at the grassroots level, at the club level. Your purpose determines your plan for your online meeting. Carefully thought it through. Don't stop. Design, strategize your plan. Now I want to talk about find your match. For a long term, whatever long term, if you want to find a long-term partner, you need to start figuring out what you want, right? Find your match. If you think your club, most of your members are young, new Toastmasters, you probably want to look for a club that are more seasoned speakers, more seasoned Toastmasters. They established long enough to have a lot of experienced Toastmasters. If you think your club is kind of quiet, then you probably want to look for a club that is boisterous, energetic, passion. How to identify this? Of course, is to do the clubbing. You have to go do your research, to do your homework, to identify the match. If you find your match, then think about the theme. Just now I say about the worldwide joint meeting. Right now, it could be everybody is so excited to just want to have joint meeting. You didn't really think about it deep enough. But now, hey, for the long term, you need to think about it. The joint meeting is good. It serves the purpose. Is when you have a good theme, and when you find your purpose, then you have a good theme to make the impact, to really be beneficial. Don't just waste an opportunity to have a joint meeting just for the sake of having two clubs combined. That should not be the real purpose. The real purpose must be because you are seeking for a long-term match, a club that can work with you for a longer term. Because if you want long-term, you need to get to know each other. You need to complementing each other. And then now, talk about being open and accept cultural differences. In the longer term, you have to accept each other. You have to learn. That's why I suggested to have the meet-up meeting. Hey, sit down, have the meeting, not the official meeting, but have a Toastmaster meeting. Understand each other from the Toastmaster aspect, your club policy, your club culture, how do you think it, what do you say? Discuss, exchange, and understand each other. Build the connection, build the rapport, build the bond. Then you can have a long-term relationship with. You can have more than one club. You don't have to choose one. This is not about marriage that you only marry one person. You can have more clubs to build the bond. Last but not least, in conclusions, I think for a long-term online meeting after COVID-19, you need to think about strategizing your long-term online meeting plan. Make yourself a plan that is meaningful, purposeful, and fruitful. Consider all these points I have been presenting to you. I see more positive points than negative or disadvantages. In fact, those disadvantages are not a true disadvantages. It's just that you need time to work on it and manage it. Again, I'll conclude by saying there's really no reason I see you should stop the online meeting. But with all the reasons pointing to one direction, you should continue. Carry your experience, don't throw it away. Review it, improve it, make it better, and continue. Think about the worldwide presence, how much you can give, how much you can take. Tap on the resources of the global village. I think I'm done with all my points. I still have time for questions. Aaron?
Yep, you have 2 to 3 minutes of questions. Feel free from the floor to ask the questions to our lovely workshop speaker. Ask about the benefits, because that's actually our main focus of this workshop. So if you have any questions, please do ask in the chat box though. There's no questions so far. Most praises though.
If there's no questions, probably I will leave it to the end. Let them think through it.
Okay, so give a round of applause to our lovely workshop speaker. By doing it online, we actually have a sign, we wave to give applause because we do not want to make that sound, right? So let's wave to our first workshop speaker.